Well, all three of them are kind of unique, and that's what I shared Wednesday with the community that was here, how unique all three of them are. You know, JT's story was he was a defensive guy. We convinced him to play O-line, and obviously that's where he's going to be at the next level. Bryan Redd, we really didn't know what he was initially. He played running back, he played fullback, he played linebacker a little bit, but when we put him at tight end, he kind of that became his home, for lack of a better word. And he's a unbelievable power lifter. He benched 500 pounds the other day at a powerlifting meet, so he really excels on both places. Daniel Cruz is kind of a family deal because his older brother played for us. He's got a younger brother that's playing for us now. Daniel kind of quietly went about his business, was a 2.5-year starter, and good thing for him, he's going to Navarro Junior College, so he'll have an opportunity hopefully in a year or two to be recruited again. Well, I shared the story with JT after we beat Texas City. There was a picture in the Galveston newspaper of JT consoling one of their guys, and stuff like that's not rehearsed, obviously, and JT's just a compassionate guy. Bryan Redd's probably done, I told the guys when he did his outline for how he wanted to be portrayed in his recruiting profile, he did it exactly the way you should do it, and that's part of the reason why he got an opportunity. And he's going to a place, it's a small NAIA school, but it's a $20,000 scholarship, and that's a lot of money when you start talking about college. And probably for Daniel's probably never says a word. He's been very quiet with us, but his family's been involved here, which is really good, and it's good to see guys like that go to the next level. Regardless of what happens at the next level, you got that opportunity. Well, probably the biggest thing for me, this was year 37 for me. So, I don't know that there's a lot people can throw at me anymore that I haven't either seen or experienced it in some way. And every kid we've got in our program is unique in some way. Some of them are loud and never shut their mouth. Some of them never say a word. But for us and for me, I said yesterday at the signing, two things is, number one, they made a commitment. Number two, they've had the discipline, and now they've got to follow through with it. So, I look at stuff like that, and we've got an incredible setup now in terms of facilities and program, and we are in really, really good shape. So those things are probably more important to me. And, like Bryan Redd, Bryan didn't play a whole lot till his senior year, but just the way he commits to the weight room and the things he's done, he's going to be a successful young person. Well, the biggest thing is obviously that's two offensive linemen that we'll have to replace. But, it's like I used to say with Devondre Sweat and whoever else, you don't replace them. You put somebody else in their spot. And we'll have young guys step up and take those roles, and we'll be successful because of all the other people around them. Well, I think it's a little bit unique. We got a tweet actually this morning about Isaiah Collins. Isaiah signed with Texas Tech in December, and he's already there. And they do an athlete of the month, and defensively, Isaiah was the athlete of the month for them already. So, those kind of, and I saw his mom the other day in the gym, and she and I were kind of had a laugh about, he's away from home, and probably mama's missing him more than he's missing mama. But, it's so good to see a guy like that who was a lot like Bryan Redd and a lot like Daniel. Isaiah just went about his business and did what he was supposed to do, and now he's reaping the benefits of 4 years of that. And, if he's on the path that they say he's on, then, he may have a chance to get on the field some this coming fall. Not really, because, everybody knows at some point, because I've actually had people now start asking me how many more am I going to do, and I said, we just built a brand new facility. I'm going to enjoy some of this. We were joking about 19 months of construction and having to deal with moving a football team in the middle of the year. We got a softball and baseball field that's almost ready, and all that stuff is the stuff that I tell people when they say, well, why Huntsville and why did you stay here this long? Well, now people can physically look and see the things that have happened athletically here, and obviously the things that have happened directly with football. But, as long as I enjoy being around kids, because these kids have no idea how old I am. They don't have any, when you tell them you've been coaching 38 years, well, there's some of them, their moms and dads are in their 40s. So, for me, I love the little stuff. To see Bryan Redd, who didn't get to play a whole lot for us, but I know how hard he works, and to talk to his mom yesterday, those are the kind of things now that are much more important to me than winning football games.